Hello everyone. Today we are going to study the lab experiment of determination of the transfer function and frequency response of a lag network. So as the title of the experiment tells, we are going to study how the output will lag the input voltage, that is E0 lags EI by how much angle, that is depends on our designed value. Now this is a basic circuit of our lag network. Here it contains R1 R2 C, which is connected in series, and the E0 is taken across R2 and C. The input voltage is applied across R1 and C. Now this is a transfer function which has been obtained from the circuit diagram. You can see that by applying the KVL to the loop, you will be obtaining the equations for input as well as the output voltages. Then after applying the Laplace transform and after the simplification, you will be getting this equation. Then the beta value, after simplification, the beta value you will be getting R1 plus R2 divided by R2, which is also equal to 1 by alpha, where alpha is inversely proportional to the beta constant. Then the transfer function in terms of t and beta constant is given by 1 by b s plus 1 by t divided by s plus 1 divided by beta times t. Here the beta value is preferred between 1 to 15. Preferably it is taken as most of the time 10. Then coming to, in order to study the phase lag network, we are taking an example of one design where we will be selecting the angle phi is equal to 60 degree. Here in this case we have selected the 60 degree and R2 is taken as 500 ohm and capacitance value is selected as 1 microfarad. Now for these values we have to determine the R1 value, the T value constant, and the angular frequency maximum as well as the maximum frequency obtained. As well as once we obtain the alpha and t value, we will be getting finally the transfer function by this equation. Values, if we find the alpha value by using this equation, sin phi is given by 1 minus alpha divided by 1 plus alpha. So after simplifications, we will be getting the values of alpha. We will be getting the value for alpha is equal to 0.0718. So this is the value of alpha for a given phi and R2. Okay, now by using the alpha is equal to R2 divided by R1 plus R2 equation, here R2 is already given value, alpha we have determined. Now by substituting this value, we will be getting the R1 value, which is here we are getting in this case 6463.709 ohms. Then T is equal to C into R2. Now by substituting C and R2 values, we will be getting the value of constant T. After substituting it in the angular frequency equation, which is given by root of alpha divided by t. So substitute the alpha value, t value, we will be getting the angular frequency maximum. And when you substitute in the frequency equation, omega divided by 2 pi, substitute for omega m, you will be getting the value of frequency. So for these frequency value, we have to get the alpha is equal to 60 degree, that is a phase angle should be 60 degree at this particular frequency. Okay, now coming to practical setup. Now as shown in the circuit diagram, we have to connect R1 R2 C in series, and then we have to connect output across R2 C. This is our R1. The value what we have got for the designed is 6463 ohm. So we have set this DRB to 6K, and then the R2 value is set to, as per our given information, it is set to 500 ohm, and then the capacitance is set to 1 microfarad. Now this is a function generator through which we are giving the input, and here in the CRO we are observing the output, input as well as output. Now once the circuit connection is done, now we have to apply the frequency starting from the 50 Hz. Simultaneously we have to note down the amplitude of the input as well as output voltage. Here in this case we have set the input voltage to 6 volt peak to peak. Now according to that, here this is yellow color is our input voltage and this is our blue color line is output voltage. Now we can see here, if we note down the waveform of input voltage, it takes for one complete cycle 1 2 3 3.6 divisions for making 360 degree. So the value of one division will be 100, so each small 0.2 division will be 20. So in order to make it 60 degree, we require 3 divisions. So we can see here our output is lagging by 3 divisions, so which makes 60 degree lagging. So like this we have to go on applying the frequency, simultaneously note down the input voltage amplitude and our output voltage amplitude, and then we can calculate, we can note down the frequency response by plotting it on a semi log sheet, that is a frequency versus gain and frequencies versus the phase angle. So similarly, if you go on varying the frequency, now see varying the frequency here, output voltage and input voltage also varying, the amplitude also varies, and this is again we are going to set the time scale, and this is how the your input voltage and output voltage magnitude is varying, so your gain also varies. So we are taking the readings in the same manner as we have done for the frequency response of a second order system. Same thing, in the same way we are going to take the readings for your input voltage, output voltage with respect to the frequency.